Peace, family. So I said that I was gonna message people, and said I was gonna message a couple of people personally and let them know if I was gonna do a collective reading. I'm sorry if you happen to be one of those people and I didn't message you. This is kind of impromptu. I didn't know that I was gonna do this for sure. However, when I went on the live earlier today, I said that I would probably try to do a reading for the collective this weekend. So yeah, here we go. And I want to go ahead and get straight into this. This reading will be for the souls that are awakening. So this includes divine masculine, divine feminine. This includes star seeds. This, you know, it doesn't exclude anybody, but it's directed to the people who are going through the spiritual awakening. That process can also be called a soul retrieval process, which is what we are doing, okay? That's one of the things that's happening right now. And so I know right now, I did the energy update, and the energy is just, it's very high. Okay, it has the potential to be volatile at times. A lot of things are changing. A lot of things are dying that we have been nourishing. It's kind of like a plant, and you've been doing the best you can to follow the instructions to take care of this plant, and all of a sudden you walk in the house and the plant is half dead. It's kind of like this is what a lot of us are experiencing. A lot of us are also feeling the nudge to do something different, but we don't know what it is that we're supposed to do. So I'm going to do a layout for each of the chakras. I think that that's the best thing to do. And if you maybe wanted a reading and haven't been able to afford to get one with me right now, a personal reading, just know that some of this may resonate and be the answers you were looking for. Donations are appreciated. So you can always send a donation if this, you know, resonates with you or spoke to you. This card is really jumping out a lot. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to do this reading for you all. And if you want to get a personal reading, remnantsgathering@gmail.com is the email. And you can reach me there. So I'm going to do a layout. Like I said, this will be a layout for all of the chakras, and we're going to see within each chakra what is the lesson within each chakra. Okay, all right, so let's see, what am I feeling? Okay, so we'll start with the root chakra. Okay, and sometimes I go back to my book because crystals have so many different metaphysical properties and meanings and things that they symbolize, and it's just really good to go back to it and just read it and see if there's something intuitively that I can share. So let's start off with this, okay? Soul retrieval and spiritual awakening cannot be done without awareness of your chakras. And if you are kind of new to this, your chakras are just energy centers within the body, within all of the bodies, the mental body, emotional, energetic body. Yes, there are more than 7 chakras, but we'll just stay with the basic 7 right now. There's really no need to get into anything else. Once you get the basic stuff down, then of course you can look more into the earth chakra and the star chakra and so forth. Okay, so the root chakra, we'll start off with the root chakra, also called the base chakra. And it symbolizes, or it's the energy center that stability, security, grounding, survival, your instincts, money matters, material needs, and ancestors all resonate with the root chakra, okay? So, root chakra, here we go, root chakra. I pull ruby, ruby for shine. Yeah. A lot of us don't feel like we can shine right now because we don't feel secure. We don't feel like we have stability. We don't feel like we're grounded. It's just kind of like you're up and down. And with the energy right now, a lot of us are feeling less grounded than we were a few weeks back, okay? Some of us are having some financial turbulence. Maybe some material things that you need and you're having to put it off. Maybe you need to get your car fixed and you haven't been able to get it yet. Maybe you've been wanting to connect with your ancestors and it just seemed like, you know, it's just not really working out for you, or you're just in a situation where you can't start an ancestor altar, or you started one but you don't feel like no communication is going on. All of these things can be happening right now. But to pull this card, this tells me, you know, the ruby, which represents shining, like those things should not stop us from shining. You can have all kinds of financial issues, your material needs, maybe even getting some new clothes for the fall. Shit, if you go to the thrift store and be like, I got $10 to spend and somehow I need to get 2 outfits out of $10, you can absolutely do that. And whatever you find, you're going to shine in it because you are following instinct. You are following your inner being, your inner voice, that inner guiding system. You're following your intuition. And so in whatever that you are doing with any of these things that may be challenges for you or trials for you, know that the purpose in that trial is for you to come out shining on the other end. It is not to your detriment. It is not. It will not be to your detriment. If you are having some issues with survival, security, and stability, know that you're just learning the lesson and how to transmute those things. But be patient with yourself, and you got to trust yourself, and you also got to trust your guides. Trust your ancestors. Even if you don't feel a connection, just be like, you know what? Any ancestors who are for my greatest good and not to do me harm, I trust you. I trust that you are guiding me. You know what I'm saying? Holding space for me. And I also trust that I can receive messages from you. So this is calling for us to ignore the delusions of the simulation of the 3D matrix where we can feel, touch, and see with our senses. Like, forget about that. At the end of the day, you're going to shine as a result of whatever you are experiencing as a challenge. Okay? So this is why the base chakra is being challenged. All right, so card number 2 will be for the sacral chakra. And sacral chakra represents your desires, your appetites, addictions, creativity, right? Relationships, karmic patterns, sexuality, sensuality, community, family, and tribe. All these things are related to this sacral chakra. So let's see. Sacral chakra. And I may pull from one of these decks 2 times. So I'm just following intuition. There is really no rules when you listen to intuition. You just do what you're led to do. So concerning the base chakra, and I find this really, the sacral. I find it interesting because the base chakra, I pulled the ruby, which is red, and that is the color of the base chakra. And for the sacral chakra, which is orange, I pull orpiment, which represents success. And look at the color. I love when it's synchronicity like that happen in a reading. That's just confirmation from source, from spirit, as to how divine this particular reading is being guided. And I'm just the medium. Okay, so this particular crystal, the orpiment crystal, is really beautiful. Look at that. This particular crystal, it gives you the courage to face things. It gives you the courage to face the fact that we do have some unhealthy addictions. We do have some unhealthy appetites. You know, there are some things that we desire and we really are not ready to receive. And what this card is communicating to me is that by having awareness of self, that is going to be your path to success. So you may be feeling like your path to success is you got to go back to school and you got to hurry up and do it. You know what I'm saying? Or I got to hurry up and have children, because if I don't hurry up and find a man and have, you know, a family, like time running out for me, like forget that. Okay. You're going to have success, and whatever it is that you desire that is aligned with divinity, your divine self, you're going to have success by facing it and being aware of these things. Okay, so I'm starting again. So yeah, we're going to have success in all things regarding our sacral chakra. So just be aware, okay? Be aware. Try to not avoid things. Just be aware and learn how to have self-acceptance about the shadow aspects about you. Use your creativity. And ladies, if you went through religious indoctrination or were abused or anything like that, misused, heartbroken, know that the womb healing energy is very present for us. And we are going to be more comfortable being spiritual and sensual at the same time, because really the two should have never been separated. So there will be integration in that area for us ladies. Okay, awesome. So card number 3 would be for the solar plexus. Solar plexus, let's see what the spirit have to say. Azurite, which represents expanded awareness. So the solar plexus is where empowerment comes from. Confidence, self-discipline, free will, self-esteem, your inner strength, your courage. All of this is within the solar plexus of the body. I believe the solar plexus contains what we call the second sun when you begin learning hidden wisdom. And so what this says to me is that it is through expanded awareness that we're going to receive empowerment to accomplish things that maybe we have been fearful of or don't feel we're capable of doing. So there is empowerment coming to us in your awareness being expanded. So in order to have expanded awareness, you must let judgment die. This is one of the things that we are being called to let die, which is judgment. So judgment does not mean you do not discern anything, especially for those of you who are empaths and are intuitive and have psychic gifts and abilities. But it just means that you carry an energy of being non-judgmental in the way of love, so to speak, okay? Just stop saying stuff stupid and that's silly, and even thinking about that about yourself. One day you might be outside and you feel like you just saw a bear and you're like, that's crazy as hell. That's stupid. That's silly. No, expanded awareness. Expanded awareness cannot happen if you still are carrying judgment. So we have to release judgment. We have to release judgment towards ourselves, especially so that we can have courage, inner strength, and confidence that is necessary to take us on the next step in our spiritual journey. That is the message. And your awareness will expand. Thank you for that. So for the heart chakra, which represents unconditional love, your love of self, compassion, forgiveness, acceptance, nurturing, receiving, intimacy. It represents joy, laughter, and happiness. Look at that. And I pull opal, which represents joy. That's more alignment with the heart chakra. This is so beautiful. And so know that the challenges that you have, they actually want you to be joyful. They want you, these challenges bring a message of, can you be joyful when conditions are not perfect? Can you be joyful when conditions are 3 out of 10? On a scale of 1 to 10, conditions being good are 3 right now. Can you still have joy? Can you find some way to tap into the feeling of joy, of laughter, of happiness? And so this is going to lighten the heart. We cannot move forward, y'all, with the spiritual awakening that we're going through, right? We cannot move forward unless we can find things that bring laughter, happiness, and joy, okay? And love of self, more compassion, more unconditional love, to do things that nurture yourself, right? To learn how to receive goodness and receive things. A lot of us been praying, meditating, mantras, affirmations, chants for things. And to be honest with you, our heart is really not open to receive the things that we've been asking for. And so it's like you've been asking for a deeper connection with my partner. You know what I'm saying? And in actuality, you're not open to receive that because you have improper attachments. You have improper love attachments. You may be a preoccupied attachment, an anxious attachment. You may be more dismissive, avoidant type of love attachment. These things are going to block what you have been trying to manifest. And so the way for us to get through the blockages of the heart are going to be finding things that bring us joy, laughter, and happiness, and practicing self-acceptance, loving self, giving forgiveness to yourself if you've made some mistakes recently. This is easier said than done, but from you watching this reading is going to make it easier for you to do that. That is going to fix your problems. So some of the problems that are matters of the heart, we don't have to find something to fix it with. We just have to find a way to have these higher vibrations, and it will fix whatever we are facing, okay? So card number 5 would be for the throat chakra, which is speaking your truth, communication, aligning to your soul's purpose, expression, and creativity. Crystal towel is what I pull, and this particular crystal represents animals. It's like, what? Animals? What they got to do with anything? Okay, let me tell you. So animals, they don't have an issue speaking their truth. You know, if your cat hungry, your cat is going to meow, meow you to death until you feed it. That's a form of self-love. I'm not going to deny myself. And it might take 6 hours of me whining because everybody in the house sleep and knocked out and nobody can hear me. But I'm not going to give up. I'm hungry. And I'm just going to keep asking. Yeah. So it's a lot we can learn from animals. So animals have messages for us right now. You could actually watch a National Geographic show or go on Netflix and find some documentary about animals and learn something new about yourself. Okay. So yes, pay attention to animals. That is going to assist us in speaking our truth, communication, being able to align to our soul's purpose, and better expression and creativity. And I did not expect that to come up. And if you don't know any of your animal totems or spirit animals, I can do a spirit animal reading for you, which will help you connect with that. But it's not difficult. Whatever animal resonates with you, that oftentimes we have more than one animal as a guide, as a spirit animal. And you just study that animal. If there's one that resonates with you, just study their characteristics, and it will help you understand something about yourself, and that will lead to you being able to speak your truth and express yourself in a way that fits who you are. So card number 6 will be for the third eye. Card number 6 will be for the third eye. The third eye, which is where we receive clarity from. It is where we receive awareness. It deepens intuition, right? Visualization in your meditations, imagination, your spiritual insight, dreams, and visions. And I pull the fairy stone for third eye. This is really interesting because I believe that all of these elemental spirits are energies. They are nature energies, and they have a message for us and something to teach. They are assisting humanity. Albert Wyman has a beautiful, beautiful session where fairies come through with these messages to humanity, and it was just so eye-opening. So know that believing in things that seem silly is going to give you clarity and open your third eye. It's that simple. There's no need to complicate it. Card number 7 will be for your crown chakra. Crown chakra, look at that. Cuprite, rites of passage. And look at the color. Again, we get another card that aligns with the color of the chakra. So know that whatever is going on in your life right now, it is a rites of passage, and it is leading you to having a balanced crown chakra and being able to receive your own light codes, to receive your own downloads to help you on your spiritual awakening. So whatever is happening to you, know that it is a rites of passage. Know that it is a very spiritual path, and these are things that we must have experience with to be our highest selves. Okay, so you don't have to focus on opening the crown. For most of us that's on this journey, our crown chakra is open and able to tap into divine knowledge. Your crown chakra represents your union with your higher self as well. And so some of the things that we are experiencing is happening to bring more unity, to integrate us and our I am presence, our higher self, to connect us with source energy, the creator of all things, right? And to give you more spiritual awareness. And so, yes, you can even start wearing this color, y'all. If you don't have this crystal, buy this crystal. You can screenshot this and just look at this crystal and just analyze it and explore it and see what it makes you feel. But in doing these things, yes, we are having unity with our higher self, and that comes as a result of the rites of passage that we are experiencing. So I hope that some of this information resonated with you. Going through the chakras is always interesting, because I view chakras as kingdoms of their own, kind of like Game of Thrones and all of these 7 kingdoms. And the chakras is like that. Even in the Bible, the 7 churches, which represent the 7 chakras. And so, yes, always interesting because it came up in another reading, but we are like, our chakras are like tombs that contain dead, stale energy, and it is being awakened to come alive and to come online again. And so we're like Indiana Jones going through the tombs, finding the treasures, but the treasures await us. And yes, this reading is so on point. So I hope this resonated and helped some of you all get clarity. Again, if you would like to book a reading with me, just email us at remnantsgathering@gmail.com. We also oftentimes have some crystals that we can send you for a little bit of nothing if you want them. I have been guided by my guides to provide crystals for protection because of the planetary alignment we're coming into. Now more than ever, we need protection. We don't have a website yet, but if you would like to get some protection crystals, just email us at remnantsgathering@gmail.com and say, hey, I want to get some crystals for protection. And actually $5. I'll just go ahead and quote it now. We'll send you some protection crystals for $5. And we'll even send a sigil with that crystal to use for protection. And if you don't know anything about sigils, it's plenty of videos on sigils. Pretty Boss TV has one of the best videos on sigils, in my opinion. She got a lot of great stuff. But her video on sigils will help anyone who is new to that. So, of course, you can create your own. But my guides just have been dealing with me today about this in meditation, that it would be very helpful for us to create sigils for our soul tribe who is going through these spiritual awakenings, okay? So, yeah, $5, a sigil, and a protection crystal. Give us a few days to send it to you. And, yeah. Just email us if you need us, and if you need me for a reading, I will make sure that I check my email tonight and we can schedule it. All right. Peace, love. We're holding hands with you as we cross the rainbow bridge into higher consciousness, and know each time we come before you, your third eye has just been kissed.